called it football? Soccer? You know, you play it with your feet. Reading between the headlines. Soccer? But it's really called football. Hello, my friends. What is up? Welcome to Reading Between the Headlines. We're doing live play-by-play today for the Chelsea-Atalanta game. Oh, let me throw that. Got a little bit of volume coming in from the stream, from Thierry Henry and Jamie Carragher here in the background. But yes, we are doing it live, and as the title I don't want to say implies, but denotes, I'm enjoying this. I'm literally enjoying doing a play-by-play, pretending to be a play-by-play commentator, honestly. It's fun. I think I do it better. Pretty arrogant to say that I do it better, but I enjoy it more. And it's, you know what, I do it a little different than they do it on the broadcast, on the official broadcast. But I'm enjoying doing it and probably going to get better at it. And I don't know, we'll see if I keep doing it. But as it stands, this is fun. But anyway, so here we are. If you're a Chelsea fan, excellent. This channel is generally a Chelsea first channel. And then if you're not a Chelsea fan, you know, you're welcome as well. I'm gonna allow it, you know. I'm not gonna hold it against you. But don't be offended when it's all Chelsea all the time here. That is the idea. Anyway, okay, so here we go. We got some commercials going. I'm gonna mute that. Let's just double check that you can hear me. I got my little monitor here. Yeah, that's good. If you haven't noticed, not doing the game stream, the live game stream, because, you know, I get banned anytime I do it, so I'm going to stick to not doing it. I get strikes every time I do it, so I'm going to try and keep it 100 and not get that anymore. But here we are. If you decide to come by and enjoy the stream, that'll be fun. Taking a look over at the lineup over here. Honestly, I mean, if you're a Chelsea fan and you follow, you know, the last couple of games haven't been it. Okay. As far as the lineup goes, you have to admit that, like, holy crap. The lineup against, let's get to it, actually. Let's go pull up Chelsea here. If you could see that. Leeds was like a true what the F moment. The back line got awful. I mean, Chalobah is the only good. Well, I shouldn't say he's the only good part of it. But you got Tosin and Badiashile at center back. I don't think there's a single Chelsea fan that, especially after that game, maybe before that game there were naysayers, but nobody can hide the reality that was absolutely god awful choice from the manager. Both Badiashile and Tosin kind of suck. And not only that, but why would you put both of them in and then Chalobah right back? I get, and I was saying this actually before the match even happened. Or before I guess a buddy of mine had mentioned that Maresca, he confirmed that I was correct about this, that I could see why Maresca would want the height in there, would want the height on the back line, because at the end of the day, if you watch that match, you know that they had most of their joy, Leeds that is to say, they had most of their joy on the air balls. A lot of their joy came from the air balls, and that's what really did us in. The first one, Liam Delap, terrible player, unfortunately for us. Liam Delap lost his marker, and he got a free header on goal. That was the first goal against us. But, you know, maybe this is too much of a digression. This lineup today is certainly different. We do have Badiashile in there, but at least Chalobah's at his normal position in the center back position, the right side of the center back position, and that's his best position. And having him there is going to make all the difference. It's going to make whatever other center back is at the heart of the defense better. You know, Chalobah's got that experience, the skill, People can rely on him. The goalkeeper behind him can rely on him. I don't know if he can rely on the goalkeeper, but that is the reality. And we're sticking with. I don't think James started at center. No, at midfield. No, but we do have Reece James back in the midfield. Some people are into it. I'm not terribly into it. I think he's okay. I think he's good, and he'll do better than a lot of people. But and maybe any of other choices right now defensively, besides Caicedo. And so I'm not gonna linger on that. Achimpong, I'm actually okay with at right back. Totally okay with it. I get that Maresca is always trying to rest people, and he's probably not gonna want to play Gusto after Gusto just played at midweek. I'm sorry, at the weekend. So that makes perfect sense. Glad to see Caicedo back in the side. He's obviously suspended in the Premier League, so he should be playing every Champions League and every Cup game until he's back on the pitch in the Prem. We got, I know it looks like I'm looking the other way, but I'm looking at it where I have it because my other screen is over there. But yeah, so we've got Neto, Enzo, and Gittins right behind Joao Pedro. And I'm good with the Joao Pedro thing. I mean, he seems to be our best choice at striker right now. Then probably Guiu and Guiu, whatever. And then maybe Delap, who is injured now anyway. But yeah, I can't stress enough how poor of an impact Liam Delap has had on this Chelsea team. Just really nothing at all. Yeah, he had the one goal, whatever. I'm talking about his performances and certainly impact would connote not just performance but results. Oh, Kolasinac playing for Atalanta now. I didn't even know that. The old Arsenal defender. He had and Lookman, old Everton player. I believe he was an Everton player, right? Am I right? Yeah, he came out of the Everton Academy even. Interesting. I didn't necessarily know that. Actually, maybe I did know that. Anyway. So, yeah. Interesting. I've got $10 on this match, so I want to win it, not just for my money, but especially for the Blues. And we're going to do a play-by-play here. Here comes the lineup. We got Sanchez at the back. As you can see over here, I've got it listed: Cucurella, Badiashile, Achimpong, and Chalobah. No way. Oh, the way they're listing it here, they've got Chalobah on at the right back position. I'm going to say I'm not with that. It's different than the way FotMob is positioning the players on the pitch. Yeah, they're positioning Chalobah. I don't know if the manager tells them. I guess he probably tells them. Maybe that wouldn't make much sense if he told them, but I guess you got Chalobah, then you got James and Caicedo, Neto, Fernandez, Gittins, and then Joao Pedro. Anyway, so here we go. We're about to start. It is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's go. Let's get this party going. Let's see if Chelsea can turn the momentum. That would be great. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Stream is healthy, according to YouTube, so they haven't thrown me off yet. That's good. That's positive. And here we go. There's the starting whistle. All the way back to Sanchez. Just Scamacca pushing forward. Here we go. There's an air ball. Gets knocked down. And Chelsea are in control now. Neto with the ball. Gives it back to Achimpong. Was that? No, maybe that's... Oh, it's going to take me a second to... Here we go. To get that together. It looks like Chalobah is in the center back at position. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that The way they're set up, it looks like. Yeah, he is. Here's back to Robert Sanchez. He's going to launch it, kick it up. Nope. He's going to lay it off. Maybe to... Okay, he's going to hold on to it for like 10 seconds. Atalanta is not pressing up. They don't care. Okay. Once the goalkeeper released it, now to Badiashile. Badiashile to Caicedo. Back to Badiashile. And the goalkeeper is out of position, and so he's going to need to launch it forward for Chelsea. Atalanta gets on the end of it. It's in the air. Here comes João Pedro. He comes up with it. And now he's running up the middle with the ball. He might be in. Nope. Atalanta manages to do just enough to stop him. And here is Jamisti. Launches it up. Reece James chests it down for Cucurella. It's intervened by the Atalanta player who launches it. Reece James is going to come up with it. No, not exactly. Was that Chalobah? Yeah, Chalobah is called for the foul on the Atalanta player, and it's going to be a free kick going the other way. Showing it again. Yeah, it's a free kick. It's a free kick. I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce that. How does he pronounce that? Martin de Roon, but he's got nothing. Oh, no. It's de Ketelere. De Ketelere. Okay, it's going to be tough. We're going to work on that. Here comes Atalanta, cut out by Cucurella on the left-hand side. Cucurella is giving it off to Gittins. Gittins trying to dribble, and he actually manages to dribble the player. Cucurella inside to João Pedro, who's in the middle of the field, all the way deep, loses the ball. It's intervened by Caicedo, gets it back. Enzo all the way to Chalobah, all the way back to Robert Sanchez, who's lingering on the ball here again. And I'm going to guess that there's some sort of directive to the Atalanta player not to press the goalkeeper at all. He's not pressing him at all. Anyway, it's in the middle of the park. Enzo Fernandez kicks it up to João Pedro. He does manage to get a boot to it and take and control it. Gittins is on the end of it. Now we got Cucurella back to Gittins. They're kind of overlapping a lot here, which is a little different for Maresca, but things have changed a little bit in Maresca, which is good because Maresca needs to change some things. It's back in Atalanta's feet. Number 11, Lookman kicks it up the left wing, and now it's number 17 for Atalanta. Scamacca loses the ball. Chalobah to Enzo. It's intercepted. Enzo back to Achimpong, who is going to kick it out, and it's going to be Atalanta throw. Atalanta. Start Ederson, number 13. De Ketelere is number 17. De Roon, captain of Atalanta, number 15. Okay. Here comes Benasconi to Lookman. Lookman turns. Back to Lookman. Back to Ederson. Ederson's going to go all the way back to, looks like that's Kolasinac. No, that's Jamisti. Kolasinac has it at left back. Kolasinac, maybe. Atalanta has it, goes all the way back to their keeper. Keeper over to Cosuno. Cosuno to Bellanova. Cosuno back to the keeper. Now the defender of Atalanta has it. Jamisti. He's going to kick it up to Lookman, who comes deep to grab it up. Ederson, it's in the middle of the park. Scamacca is going to lay it off, and he's going to run up. Now Atalanta is attacking. They're in Chelsea's final third. Ooh, Lookman was in space. He had time to. If he would have gotten that ball, it did not end up going his way, and the offside flag, it seems, has gone up. So Chelsea's going to get... Oh, no. I guess it went out of play. Yeah, the ball went out of play. So it's going to be a throw to Chelsea because Bernasconi lost it close to... Quite near between the corner flag and the 18-yard line here. It's going to be the throw. Achimpong is going to take it, the young Chelsea Academy player. And I'm actually not I don't mind Achimpong. I think he's promising. He's talented. We'll see what happens. Atalanta gets it back real quick. Lookman on the end of it. He's in a dangerous position. Oh, no. This is not good. Oh, no. And Atalanta almost got on the end of it. They had an open net, but they fumbled the ball. Oh, God. Chelsea got really lucky on that one. They really got let off. So that's that. Moving on. We've got Cosino with the ball. It looks like they're playing. Yeah, looks like they're playing 3 at the back, but Atalanta, you know how that usually goes. It ends up being something of a 5 at the back when like a smaller team plays against a bigger team. I mean, well, it's not quite looking that way so far, but the referee blows a whistle for a minor injury on the Atalanta player. Take a look at who this is. Wow. Here they're showing the replay. Wow. Wow. Chelsea got off easy. Robert Sanchez wasn't able to stop that. It was a deflection. And who's that player? Number 17 again. De Ketelera. Almost got on the end of it. Atalanta has it. It's going to be a foul against Badiashile. And that didn't look great, honestly. I think if you see another foul from Chelsea soon, it's going to be a yellow card. Oh, the referee. They were almost in a dangerous position. Atalanta off that quick free kick taken. The referee stopped it and pulled it back for what he motioned to be a moving ball, as we might say, us referees. Ball was moving. Okay. Back to the Atalanta keeper. Here's Cosino again. Stay back at the right, on the left wing near Cucurella. Cucurella presses it, closes it down. I guess it went out and came back in, so it's going to be a Chelsea throw here. Cucurella is going to take it. Up on the left wing. Throws it into Caicedo. Caicedo kicks it back to Badiashile. Badiashile, Chalobah, what's he going to do with it? We're in the midfield right now, right at the halfway line. Achimpong gets the ball. He kicks it in to Enzo. Achimpong back to Chalobah. Chalobah. Reece James coming all the way back from midfield. He kicks it up to Enzo. Enzo flicks it off. Doesn't really come off for him, although he stuffs it through towards the Atalanta defenders, and Gittins tries to close down, but Gittins is in offside position, and he's called for it. So, yeah. Let's put in a poll here. Just keep it simple. Who wins? Chelsea, Atalanta, or a draw? Let's see what people think. There it goes. See how people feel about this, because not a lot of reasons to be so optimistic about Chelsea. Atalanta came up. Neto's got the ball. It's on the right side of the midfield. He lays it off to Achimpong. Achimpong to Joao Pedro, who loses it. You know, Pedro's losing a lot of balls, I got to say. I like Pedro. I think he's super talented. He's got the advantage here. He kicks it all the way back to Badiashile, who gives it to Cucurella. Here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to make the game screen bigger, but I'm going to have to still cover it. That's totally fine. I'm going to go up here. Game screen. Go bigger, bigger. Not too much bigger, actually. Can't really do it. I'm going to just wait a second here. I'll be right with you guys. 40. I'll go 450. 460. There we go. Okay. A little bit better in case somebody wants to, has no choice, has no Paramount Plus. What are you going to do? But that's how we're going to do it right here. Okay. And hopefully I'm still good. And hopefully I'm not going to... Ooh. Enzo take a shot. Oh, did he get that shot? Okay, that would be good for my bet, actually. Let me remind myself. Let's double check. Sometimes things don't register, and that stinks. Oh. Well, that should be a shot for Enzo Fernandez. Oh, I need to get the game time going, don't I? Just in case people want to watch that. Oops. Let's see if I can get that going. Oh, yeah. Gotta configure that real quick. Oh, no. Can't be doing that. Configure. It's going to be a little... I gotta change region. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Alright. Oh, did we get a shot? Nope. Goal kick. Goal kick. Is there anything in it? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see here. Getting my game time going. And I'll move it here. Oh. I gotta reconfigure this. Just bear with me, guys. Go back to the play-by-play momentarily. Yeah. Be right with y'all. Okay. There we go. All set. Here comes Enzo Fernandez from the right hand. Oh, no, Neto from the right hand side. It goes behind for a corner. It's going to be the first corner of the game, it seems. Oh, it's taken short. Scamacca is cleared it already twice. Chelsea do get the ball back. Cucurella heads it over to Neto. Neto heads it back. Caicedo cleans up, gets it over to Badiashile. Badiashile to Achimpong, way out of position. Gittins on the left wing for Chelsea here. Oops. Oh. They turn it over. Atalanta is attacking. They're in Chelsea's final third. Passes it over to number 16 on the right. Bellanova. It's cleared. Goes at for an Atalanta throw. Oh, got a head injury here. Number 16, Bellanova for Atalanta. Let's see what happened here. Who's this referee? Alejandro Jose Hernandez Hernandez. Two Hernandez. It's Hernandez Hernandez. Okay. Interesting. So Spanish goalkeeping crew. Can maybe get that. Maybe I won't show. Oh, Zappacosta's going to replace him. The old Chelsea boy. Okay. Always a fan, always a fan. It's looking nice and salt and peppery. Here comes Atalanta from the right. Wow. Nice ball across to Lookman. He's being... got the run ahead of him. Nope. He's going to try and cross it. It gets cut out by Enzo Fernandez. Gets in front of it. Comes number 25. Who is number 25? There is no 25. Maybe that was Kolasinats all the way up. Yeah, it's Kolasinats all the way up. Yes, indeed. Hopefully we can shut Zappacosta down. You know, he's a fast guy. He's a quality player. Any given day can show up. All the way back to Cosino. And it's back to Zappacosta here. Cosino back to the keeper, Atalanta keeper. He's going to kick it all the way over to Kolasinats. It's going to go up to Lookman. Off to Bernasconi. Scamacca coming deep for it. He's going to try and change it up, but Cucurella gets in front of it, passes it off to Caicedo, I believe that is. No, that was Gittins. Apologies. And they lose it. And it's back in Atalanta's hands. Honestly, we're not really holding on to this ball here, are we, Chelsea? Kolasinats up to Scamacca. Was he offsides? No, he wasn't, even though Cucurella was asking for it. Number 17, De Ketelaere. Kicks it up to Zappacosta coming from the right-hand side. Cucurella is giving him plenty of space. Oh, no. Oh, no. Robert Sanchez with a huge save. And another follow-up kick. That goes skies over the ball. But what a save from Robert Sanchez. You got to give him credit here, even though I'm not a huge fan. Oh, good save. Good save. Zappacosta into the middle. Scamacca tries to flick it. Blocked by Chalobah. Then Lookman tries to kick it. It's saved by Sanchez. Out all the way to number 15. Darun, the captain. And he skies it. But no, that was a scary moment for Chelsea fans. Chelsea have the ball. Joao Pedro lays it off. It's cut out. Joao Pedro gets it again. Neto coming up the right wing. Is there a whistle? No. Joao Pedro gets the ball. He kicks it past Bernasconi. Loses the ball. Here's Bernasconi. Up to, I believe that's Ederson. Back to Bernasconi. Kicks it up to Lookman. Lookman under pressure. Oh, my God. Caicedo's just jumping into people, honestly. You know, he really needs to, I mean, maybe that's part of why he's so good. Lookman kicks it all the way over to the right-hand side with Zappacosta coming up the pitch. What's he going to do with it? He's going to kick it back in to Cosino. Into number 15, Darun, who goes all the way back to Kolasinats at the left side of the back three. Lookman back to Bernasconi, back to Lookman, back to Enzo Fernandez, who kicks it all the way up the wing into space for Neto to get onto. And Kolasinats does really well. Oh, and Neto's getting in the face of the linesman saying, why didn't you give me that foul when Kolasinats went to ground? But apparently he thinks it was done cleanly. Tell you what, if you get in my AR's face when I'm reffing, it's a caution. It's a very quick, no second thought caution. And here comes the referee. Oh no, he's going to check on an Atalanta player who's down on the ground. Can't quite see who it is yet. Who is that? Oh, it's Kolasinac. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Kolasinac. I'm not 100% sure about that. And you know what? To be fair, Neto does have an argument here. Doesn't look like, yeah, Kolasinac didn't touch it at all. And when Neto gets over him, he grabs Neto and pulls him down. Honestly, that's Neto has a real case here. It looks, that should be a caution even, to be fair. That was a very cynical foul from Kolasinac. He should have gotten, you know, if the referee sees that, it's a caution. It's a caution every day of the week. Ball's with Robert Sanchez, who's again lingering on it because Atalanta doesn't want to press up all the way to the keeper. They're leaving him open. They don't want to be outnumbered when they press. I can understand that. It's back with Robert Sanchez again. It's briefly with Chalobah, and he's going to kick it up to Enzo, back to Chalobah, and back to Sanchez again. Back to Caicedo, back to Sanchez. And they're going to do this all day, apparently. Back to Chalobah. Chalobah to Enzo Fernandez? Is that Enzo all the way back on the right hand? Yeah, it looks like it is. And it's with Chalobah again. Achapang pushed up, almost near the center circle. Launched up the pitch towards Kittens. Knocked down by the Atalanta player. And here comes Cucurella to take the throw in. Cucurella throws it all the way back to Badiashile. Badiashile looking inside. Give it to Chalobah. Chalobah to Achampang, who comes back. And he's going to try and put Neto in. And no, Neto can't get on the end of it. It's all the way through to the Atalanta keeper who picks it up. And seems to me his 8 seconds are up, but he's going to still be holding on to it. You know, it's interesting. And they're going to launch it up now. And Chalobah does well to sort of climb on Scamacca and get ahead to it. It's with Cucurella right now. Cucurella back to Badiashile, who gives it back to Robert Sanchez. And guess what? He's going to linger on it again. What a surprise. But that's okay. He lays it off to Chalobah. Chalobah to Enzo Fernandez. He's going to turn, gets his head up, and he's looking for somebody to get some movement. Achampong's got the ball now. It's back to Caicedo. Caicedo under pressure from two players all the way back to Robert Sanchez. Sanchez looking for something, pushing up a little bit, and he's just going to go back to Chalobah on the right side of the defense. He gives it to Caicedo, and Caicedo's going all the way back to Robert Sanchez. So that's the kind of game that we're looking at over here. Robert Sanchez, again, lingering on the ball. Nowhere to go. It's stop and go. It's very slow. Badiashile has the ball. He's going to launch it up. We're going to go direct. And I'm fine with this direct as long as Joao Pedro can get on the end of it, which he does. And Jamisti has to knock it behind for a corner, or is that going to be a throw-in? We're about to find out. But that's kind of, you know what? It's a lot better to it's going to be a corner. It's a lot better to have okay, Reece James takes it quickly. Pedro Neto all the way out of position on the left-hand side, but that's okay. He's a lefty, man. Put it across. Why not? Isn't he a lefty? I think he's a lefty. Enzo Fernandez to Reece James on the left-hand side on his left ball. Puts it on the ground and it goes to the back of the goal! Oh, no. The flag is up. The flag is up. They're going to review this. They're going to review this. They better review this. Uh-oh. Is there going to be a caution here? No. We're about to find out. Was Pedro offside in an offside position? Okay, was Reece James in an offside position? It looks like he might have been. We're about to find out. What are they going to do? What are they going to do about this? Taking a look at it. Referee is waiting for the VAR to say something. What I was trying to say is that it's actually, it works a lot better to play direct when it isn't Delap at the front. Sorry, yeah, Delap's a big dude. He's supposed to be strong. He just really, let's be real, he stinks in the hold-up play. He stinks with his back to goal. He's not good in tight spaces. I'm not sure what Delap is good at, to be honest, yet. We're still waiting to find out. But definitely it's not those things. Now, Joao Pedro may have lost it a couple times in the midfield here. He's trying to be a little slick, but at least he's trying to be slick, you know? And I have a lot more faith. Joao Pedro has done very well to get on the end of a ball. Here comes the keeper. It's a goal! Let's go! And I did predict that Joao Pedro would score. And I'm going to text my buddy. Joao Pedro scores. Eyes, because somebody predicted, and it was me, and I predicted it for him, that Pedro would score. So, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Chelsea needs this. Let's go. Is it against the run of play? I don't know that it's against the run of play. The commentator is saying it's against the run of play. I don't know that it's against the run of play. I think it's Atalanta were looking more dangerous, but it wasn't like Chelsea weren't on the ball at all. What do the stats say? It's about 50-50 in possession. Not that tells the whole story. Chelsea even had more passes, a lot of stupid, useless passes, to be fair. So I'm not trying to work against my own narrative here, but I don't know if that's against the run of play, but I digress. It's really not that important. Game is back on. Chelsea is back on. And here we are. Atalanta has it, goes all the way back to the keeper. He's going to launch it up towards Scamacca. Scamacca's going to try and nudge Chalobah out of his way. It didn't work, but Atalanta does get it back on the end of Cousineau, all the way back to Jamisti, over to Kolasinac, who should have been cautioned but got away with it. Whatever. Cousineau over to Zappacosta, the former Chelsea man, is going to knock it up. Cucurella is going to get on the end of it, intervene, and it's with Reece James. Now with Chalobah. And that was Caicedo. Back to Chalobah, back in position at the right side of the defense, Chelsea defense. Back to Robert Sanchez. Sanchez got the ball. And here we are. We're going to linger with it again. Lay it off to Chalobah. To Enzo, who's coming all the way back to get it. He plays it. It went out. Achampag couldn't keep it in. And now it's going to be an Atalanta throw-in. Definitely not the tidiest of games. A little scrappy, a little slow. Not much going on. You'd expect a little bit more from both of these teams. Okay, now Atalanta's in the middle of the park. Ooh, an intervention by Badiashile coming all the way up. Enzo Fernandez. It goes to Joao Pedro, who lays it off a quick flick to nobody. Okay, Gittins wasn't able to get to it. Here's Scamacca. Oh, Scamacca. That's going to be a yellow card for Chalobah. God dang it. He brings down Scamacca. And Scamacca would have been in behind. So that's, what would be labeled a promising attack by us referees. So that warrants a caution. That's not great, honestly. Chalobah, it's not good for the best central defender to have a yellow card now, but that's okay. Zappacosta with the ball on the right-hand side of Atalanta's attack. Cousineau all the way back to Jamidi, to Kolasinac, Jamisti. Here's Lookman, and he loses it. Ball's out of play. And it's going to be Chelsea's throw. They're showing the goal again. And really, Reece James, the only thing that was in an offside position was his elbow or hand. And if you're a referee, if you know the rules of the game, or you're a referee, you know that you can't be in an offside. You can't be in an offside position if the part of your body that is in an offside position cannot score a goal legally. So here we go. Wow, that was dangerous. Atalanta attacking and almost getting in. Cucurella on the ball because Chelsea turned it over. Here comes Reece James trying to hold the ball and give people some time, give Chelsea some time. Here comes Badiashile to launch it up. Joao Pedro's all the way back. Okay. And Atalanta back on the right wing. Going to launch it into the middle, and Achampong is going to get onto it. Badiashile to Cucurella. It's looking really sloppy at the back for Chelsea here. Really sloppy. I'm not going to say Atalanta look much better, but Chelsea just not dealing with dangerous balls coming into the box. It goes all the way back to Kolasinac with the ball, who's in the center circle. He gives it back to Jamisti, back to Kolasinac. Kolasinac, I imagine is how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. Kolasinac back to Jamisti. And he's going to cut it to number 17, De Ketelaere. He's going to get fouled by Joao Pedro. De Ketelaere. I'll get it right eventually. De Ketelaere. Okay. Give me a free kick at the center circle. Ederson's got the ball. Looking. Gonna go to Cosino, who's gonna go to Zappacosta on the right-hand side. Cosino's got the ball again. He's gonna try and release Zappacosta, and he does get onto the end of the ball, but Cucurella is defending, and it's gonna be a throw to Atalanta. Zappacosta is gonna take it, and he gets it in. Here's Zappacosta again on the right-hand side. He's gonna cross it. And Cucurella is going to block it. It's going to go in behind for a corner. Comes the corner. Atalanta does get a hand on it, but it's knocked up. Cucurella is going to clear. It's going to go all the way back to the Atalanta keeper, thanks to, I believe that was Zappacosta that hit it back to him, yes, with the orange shoes. Here comes, I believe that's Ederson. It's going to Jamisti. Jamisti to Cosino. Cosino is just going to run up with the ball. He's looking pretty good, Cosino. I don't really know him, but De Ketelaere back to Zappacosta, over to Darun, the midfielder and the captain, and it's all the way back with Kolasinac. Is going to give it up to Bernasconi. Tries to get it up to Lookman, and it goes out of play. Now they changed the format of this YouTube dashboard. Creator Studio dashboard, interestingly enough. There we go. Here's Skamaka. He's going to release. Lookman is in, but maybe he was offsides. He did look offside, yeah. And now finally VAR is going to, VAR is going to confirm, and the linesman is going to raise that flag. It was tight, but he did look pretty offside. It's tough to tell sometimes, but he looked pretty offside. Perhaps the linesman thought maybe Badiashile was keeping him on. Good for him to keeping the flag down. People get annoyed by that, but you don't want him to make a mistake and stop the play. You need the play to happen if it's tight. So Sanchez got the offsides. He got the indirect free kick. He's about to take it. And he launches it up all the way towards Joao Pedro, who's in a... Okay, Cucurella kicks it, and there was a deflection, so it's going to be a Chelsea throw. Cucurella throws it back to Badiashile. Badiashile to Chalobah, to Achampong, to, I believe that is Neto. Yeah, and it's going to go all the way back to Chalobah again, and back to Sanchez. And it's going to launch it up towards Neto. Neto does get a head to it. Can he get out? Can he keep it in? No. Goes out. He was basically scuffling a little bit with Bernasconi back up on the right wing. And isn't able to get to the ball. Bernasconi's going to throw it in for Atalanta. Taking his time. Not like he's down 1-0, but Reece James gets his head to it. Cucurella manages to pick up the ball and kick it all the way back to Sanchez. He's going to wait for Atalanta to open up. But they're not going to open up that much because they're not going to press the goalkeeper. Although here comes number 17, De Ketelaere. Anyway, it's out. It's over to Badiashile looking up the pitch. And he's going to kick it long to Joao Pedro. He's going to get the ball. Enzo Fernandez. He's going to pass it to James. It's going to be intercepted by number 15. Or cut out by number 15, De Roon. Here's Lookman coming up the left wing. Guarded by Badiashile. Sorry, not Badiashile. Achimpong. It's going to go all the way over to Zappacosta, who's in an offside position. And the flag goes up. Yeah, Zappacosta looking real salt and pepper. I mean, that will happen. At least the guy's got all of his hair, to be fair. Sanchez. Another indirect free kick. He's signaling to the rest of the players on Chelsea to go up, go up, go up. I can understand him. Chelsea playing a little more direct these days. He kicks it up to Gittins. Gittins does not get ahead to it. Cucurella does save it. Gittins is trying to turn. Does manage to turn, but he gets the foul as well. The referee was letting play go on, but Gittins sort of stopped, and the referee gave him the free kick. Reece James going to kick it back to Badiashile. Badiashile over to Chalobah, over to Achimpong on the right-hand side. Here's Neto. Neto kicks it to Enzo. Is Enzo going to get it? Nope. Enzo kicks it, but it's blocked by Kolasinac. Neto wants to take the throw-in. Why are you taking the throw-in, Neto? But he is. Achimpong gets it. Achimpong to Chalobah, and Chalobah's going to kick it to Robert Sanchez. And he's going to linger on the ball here. And now he's futzing around at the back of the defense, and he gives it off to Chalobah, back to Robert Sanchez. I'm a little worried. I mean, you know, Robert Sanchez is always good for a mistake or two, right? And lately, I'm not seeing a lot of Joao Pedro getting in between the keeper. Oh, was that Caicedo? I think it was Caicedo getting in between. Oh no, it was Gittins getting in between the keeper and looked like Jamisti there. No, Zappacosta. Yeah, he has every right to do that. And then the keeper was forced to clear the ball. Here's Atalanta. Cosino has the ball, and he's getting a little risky. Oh, it's turned over. Cucurella on the edge of the box. Gives it to Enzo. Gives it to Reece James. Reece James looking for a way in. Kicks it back to Caicedo. Caicedo's going to play it to the right wing to Pedro Neto. Neto's going to take on Bernasconi. Dribbling. Lookman comes to help out. Doesn't do much. It's in Caicedo. It's at Caicedo's feet. Caicedo to Enzo. To Caicedo. Caicedo to Chalobah. To Reece James. And Reece James is going to give it to Badiashile here. But Badiashile's under pressure. Gives it off to Gittins. Badiashile. Oh, my God. That was awful. Tries to one-time it to Cucurella, and it goes straight to the Atalanta keeper, unfortunately. Here's Atalanta. De Ketelaere off to Ederson. Ederson is pretty much fouled by, I believe that was Neto. No, Enzo. But ref just gives a throw anyway, even though it was a foul, but he gives a throw anyway to Atalanta. Yeah, it's a free kick. Why is everybody complaining on the sidelines? I don't know. Maresca looks incredulous, but whatever. Here's Cosino to Jamisti to Kolasinac. That three strong at the back of Atalanta is doing quite well, actually, although Cosino did just lose the ball. And now it's back in Chelsea's feet. Neto pressing Lookman. Lookman gives it back. I believe that was Ederson. Back to the keeper, and he launches it almost out. Doesn't get out. Here's Jamisti again. Very cagey, as the commentator just said. Caicedo's going to defend, and apparently it was not cleanly. Unfairly, you could say. Defends Scamacca, was that? No. Yeah, Scamacca. I think that might have been Chalobah, actually. And he's going to have to be careful here. He's on a yellow card, and he's talking to the referee, and he's manhandling Skamaka a little bit. He's going to have to be careful. I get it. You know, he has to be tough, too. But you're on a yellow card, and that's really the danger of your center back being on a yellow card. He sort of can't. He's going to be testing the referee every time he gets a little tough with the attacking players. Achimpong controls the ball quite well. He gets to Enzo in the middle of the park. Enzo is pressed, releases it. Caicedo's got the ball. He's going to release it to Badiashile, to Cucurella, to Gittins, who loses it out of play. There wasn't much pitch there for him to get onto it and control it, but so it is what it is. Atalanta have the ball. Jamisti over to Kolasinac, back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's going to launch it up here. He's under pressure from Joao Pedro. Gives it all the way to, I believe that was Bernasconi. Yep, Bernasconi gets it up to, now Ederson has the ball, and he's under pressure. 2 Chelsea players. Caicedo manages to get it away from him. There is a handball. Yeah, there's a handball. So Chelsea's going to have this ball, handball by Kolasinac. Chelsea's going to have this ball in a dangerous position. Okay. Oh, yep, it is. It surely is a handball. And Chelsea's going to be able to put this in a dangerous place. Let's see if they do, or they could maybe decide to take it short. I don't know. Reece James and Pedro Neto are standing over it. And Reece James appears to be measuring it. Pedro Neto is just going to lay it off quickly. They took it short. I mean, and here comes Reece James. Kicks it in. I don't like that. You know, if you're not going to have that set play worked out really well and the rhythm is perfect, don't do it. Just take the set piece. Okay, just take it. Okay, here comes Atalanta with Lookman. He is almost robbed of the ball, but it goes out of play, so it's going to be Atalanta throw. Atalanta get the ball. Here comes, I believe, Bernasconi. Here comes Ederson. Over to Jamisti. Going across the pitch to Zappacosta. Back to Cosino. Jamisti. Kolasinac. Chelsea are going to get the ball here. He tries to play it. Oh, nope. Back. They got it again. Atalanta is coming up. Zappacosta. De Ketelaere makes the run. He doesn't see it. Zappacosta lays it off to Cosino. He's looking for De Ketelaere. Zappacosta gets it into feet of De Ketelaere, but Cucurella is there. Here comes Reece James. Reece James loses it to Ederson. And Reece James going to chase Ederson down that pitch. Okay, now it's on the left-hand side, and it looks like Lookman is in offside position. Does the flag go up? It does go up. And Chelsea have another indirect free kick for the offsides. Yeah, he's just off. Lookman, he's just off, but yeah. Sanchez, take it again. He's going to launch it up the pitch. Aiming for Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro does get ahead to it, but not able to get it to a Chelsea player. It's back at the Atalanta defense with Jamisti. Jamisti going to pass it across the pitch to Zappacosta. Back to Cosino in the heart of the defense. And he's going to try and kick it up, but Badiashile got a toe to it. To Cucurella. Back to Badiashile. Badiashile looking for something. Laid off to Cucurella. Back to Badiashile, who's under pressure, and he's going to go all the way back to Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez better not make a mistake here. It goes to Chalobah. Chalobah going to pass to Achimpong. I mean, and he's going to pass it to Neto, who's going to dribble his opponent. Joao Pedro is going to turn. He lays it off to Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez looking for something. Caicedo gets the ball. Caicedo back to Achimpong. Achimpong, Caicedo, back to Chalobah. I mean, we're not really getting anywhere here. James comes back to pick it up. He passes it to Neto, who's all the way on the left wing. And he's going to try and dribble Zappacosta here. And here comes Cucurella. Is in the box. It's in front of goal, and it's cut out by an Atalanta player. It goes behind for a corner. Kolasinac again. And he's doing a lot for them, to be fair. He's doing a lot. Here comes the corner. Reece James standing over it, and Cucurella is standing short. Looks like Cucurella is gonna get the ball short here, and he does. Pass it to, I don't know why they're doing all these little, trying to be slick, and it's not really working. Here's Pedro Neto to Cucurella to Pedro Neto. He's gonna put in a corner across, cut out by Atalanta, and it's gonna be a throw for Chelsea. Scamacca really doing pretty well defensively for a striker. I mean, he's clearing a lot of these dangerous balls by Chelsea here. Throw from Cucurella to Reece James to Caicedo to Achampong. Pedro Neto. Not the most exciting game. He's going to be double teamed, triple teamed even by Lookman. Caicedo on the ball. Back to Chalobah. Over to Achampong on the right. Back to Chalobah in the center. Chalobah to Reece James. Back to Chalobah. And he's going to go to Sanchez. Sanchez better launch that. Yeah, and Sanchez launches it. No funny business, all right. Up to Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro. Oh, he lays it off to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez almost did if he would have been a little faster with his feet. And to be fair, in the run, Kolasinac clears it. And Badia Shields there to get ahead to it. Goes all the way to Gittins, who gives it away. Cucurella is in overdrive, trying to press here, trying to close people down. Joao Pedro is going to try and close down the keeper who has the ball right now. He passes it out to Ederson, who lays it off to Bernasconi, who's pressed by Pedro Neto. He launches it up and does manage to get it to Scamacca, who lays it off to Lookman, who back to Scamacca. And wow, they're moving. They're doing quite well, Atalanta, but Cucurella cuts it out when the pass was headed towards Zappacosta. Here comes Caicedo. Is it Gittins? And it comes off Gittins last. Zappacosta takes the throw. To Ketelaere. To the Atalanta player. To Ketelaere. It's going to go inside to Ederson. And Ederson's in some space here. He's going to look to lay it off here. Caicedo gets on the end of it. Intervenes. And it's Neto with the ball. Neto trying to dribble. There is a whistle. Okay. The whistle is the end of the half. Yeah, so what's going on here? Yeah, so I would probably say that Atalanta had more. Statistically, they had more shots. Did they have more shots on target? No. But they were in sort of some dangerous positions that Chelsea were lucky to get away with, honestly. In some cases, they did well to stop them, to stop the attack. But in some ways, you just have to say they were lucky at times, Chelsea. It is what it is. And... right. So, guys, we're going to do a little break here, and we will be back at the start of the second half, or 5 minutes from the start of the second half. How does that sound? How does that sound for y'all? Okay, and going to make that happen. Stay with us. Don't go away. Now. What is up, y'all? We are back. Okay. And it's about 2.5, 3 minutes until the start of the second half. It says 2.5 here, but be a little bit longer probably on the stream. So, I'm going to put on the volume again. So, I would say it's about even. Not the greatest, not the most exciting game, to be fair, for neutrals or really for anybody. I mean, about evenly matched, Chelsea and Atalanta, which should not be the case. But we're not really seeing like good football, are we? We're really just seeing Atalanta be solid, compact, and not press up too much. And Chelsea not really finding any good passing play, right? I think, interestingly enough, Sanchez is happy to knock the ball up often. He's happy to knock the ball up. And Joao Pedro is actually a lot better than Delap at at knocking it down. Let's just be real about that. He is, which is weird because Delap's supposed to be big and strong and whatever, but he just doesn't have that back to goal in his wheelhouse yet. It's just not working for him here. I mean, I did not follow him too much at Ipswich, but just not seeing it too much. Not seeing it come off for him. He's injured, so wasn't seeing it come off for him. And Joao Pedro's at least getting he's getting a touch on the ball, and however wild it is, he manages to come up with the ball. So and he is doing he is strong with his back to the Atalanta defender. So he did get that goal, feeling fairly good about that, but Atalanta are keeping their shape and they're sticking to the plan, and it looks like they're going to continue sticking to the plan. I don't think they're going to do much different at the start of this half. We might see them try and switch things up towards the end of it, because as it stands, if you're the manager, if you're Raffaele Palladino, the manager for Atalanta, you probably think you were unlucky to get a goal the first half, because they were, I don't want to say that they were so good that they were creating chances, but they were creating some opportunities, and the ball, and they did have a couple of really strong chances, really good chances. One that I remember specifically, they just didn't get on the end of the ball, and it wasn't like a pass into the box. It was just a loose ball that ended up being right in front of goal for Lookman, and Lookman skies it. But so I don't think they're going to change much. I would like to see Chelsea make some kind of adjustment. I'd love to see Maresca notice something there, because we're certainly not playing great football at the end of the day. Chelsea is not playing great football. They can do better. This isn't enough. Yeah, we're winning, but it's just not good enough the way it is. Although I'm certainly happy that Joao Pedro. Oh, look, Fofana's coming on for who? Maybe Achimpong's coming off. Probably Achimpong. No, Chalobah. You know what? I'm not a huge fan of this, but it does make sense that Chalobah's on a yellow card. He's played like every match. He hasn't been rotated out. I can understand this move by Maresca, but let's see if they make any changes. Does he? I would rather Fofana play on the wing and Achimpong play down the middle. That's the truth. So here we go. Here's the starting whistle. It's back to the Atalanta keeper, who launches it up towards Ketelaere. Reece James knocks it up. Cosino knocks it forward. Badiashile gets on the end of it. He kicks it back. It's like pinball here. Cosino again. Reece James, chest sit down. Releases Gittins. Gittins to Cucurella to Gittins to Reece James. Is going to go all the way back to Caicedo over there. Is he on the... No, it's Badiashile. Yeah, so Fofana is going to be up the middle. He's not going to be on the side. Achampong still is playing at the right back position. Robert Sanchez, no pressure on him. Launches it up again towards Gittins. Gittins doesn't get there. Zappacosta to Cosino to Ketelaere to Caicedo, who loses it. And then Caicedo cleans it up. Sanchez to Badiashile here on the left-hand side for Chelsea. Badiashile lingering on it. Gives it to Reece James, who comes back to pick it up. And he goes back to Robert Sanchez, who's under pressure. Back to Reece James from Sanchez. He's looking for something. Finds Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez flicks it to Joao Pedro. He goes to Cucurella. Doesn't really come off. And now it's almost out of play. Doesn't. Ketelaere gets the ball. And he's going to run up the right-hand side of the pitch here. He's covered by Gittins. Going to go back all the way back to Jamisti. Jamisti is going to give it to Bernasconi, number 47, the left wing back. Bernasconi. It's intervened by Achampong. Here's Neto. Enzo's going to try and get on it. Achampong heads it straight to Atalanta. Achampong again in the air. And Lookman comes away with it. He's coming up the left-hand side. He's defended by Caicedo, and he starts and stops in front of Caicedo, and he does take the bait, but unsuccessful. Achampong's going to clear it. Goes all the way back to Cosino, and Joao Pedro's going to close it down. It's all the way back to the keeper. He takes a weird touch. Joao Pedro's on top of him, and he manages to release it to Jamisti. Jamisti is striding up the pitch calmly. He's got so much time on the ball to look for a pass, and he's going to pass it to Lookman. Lookman to Kolasinac. Back to Jamisti. Over to Cosino. Over to Zappacosta. Being pressed by Gittins and Cucurella. He goes back to Cosino. Cosino back to the keeper. And Chelsea are pressing up here. The keeper's going to get it to Bernasconi. He's going to head it. It's a little wild. That's not going to be a foul from Enzo. Okay, great. Good refereeing. Don't tell me he gives this foul. I don't think he's going to give the foul. I think basically he's whistling, and it's going to be a drop ball for Atalanta. It's not a foul. Not a foul. Ederson goes down. Nudged by Enzo Fernandez, but there's just no foul there. Oh, I actually think that Enzo Fernandez got the foul here. Ederson fouls Enzo Fernandez. Good refereeing. Good refereeing. Back to Fofana. Fofana's got the ball. Back to Sanchez. Again, Sanchez lingering because Atalanta doesn't want to press. Then he launches it up to Gittins again. Atalanta have the ball. It's with Ederson in the middle. Caicedo's guard defending, and James is able to pry it away from him. James to Caicedo. Caicedo, the most consistent Chelsea player. I mean, he did get a red card, but I still have to say he's the most consistent Chelsea player this season. Robert Sanchez on the ball. Got plenty of time here. Again. Sanchez to Enzo Fernandez. Back to Sanchez. Now, Kolasinac is running at him. Oh, Zappacosta gets a header. And it's going up the right wing for Atalanta. Gittins on it. Gittins is doing great today, actually, to keep the ball. Here it comes. Pedro Neto in the middle of the park. No, Enzo Fernandez, and he loses it. Pedro Neto was open on the right wing. He was basically in. He just needed one touch. Lookman's got the ball now on the left wing for Atalanta. He's being defended by Achampong. Achampong's doing quite well. He releases Cosino's all the way up there out of position. Back to Lookman, and Lookman loses it. Caicedo gets it, however, aggressively, and basically playing on that boundary line. Here comes Pedro Neto from the right wing, and he does dribble past Kolasinac, and he's going to put in. Nope, he's not going to put in the cross. Now he puts in the cross from his left foot. Oh, Enzo Fernandez in the middle. Here comes Reece James. He's going to try and strike it here. He's going to strike it again. And he places the ball wide on goal. Not great. Not great. It's still not a very tidy game. Nothing tidy about this. Yeah, Reece James had kind of 2 chances there to put the ball on goal. Wasn't able to do it. Here comes Kolasinac. He's going to launch it up to Lookman. Lookman doesn't get on the ball, but is able to keep it in. And now it's him against Caicedo on his left wing. Caicedo puts the ball out. It's going to be a throw for Atalanta. Bernasconi is going to take it on the left-hand side. I'm enjoying this, honestly. I don't know why. What is so gratifying about doing the play-by-play? I should have been a play-by-play guy. I mean, I could use some practice, but here comes Bernasconi with the throw-in. It's a long throw into the box. Oh boy. It's loose in the box. Chelsea aren't able to clear it. Atalanta has gotten onto the end of it, and here they come again. And here's Zappacosta. He's going to put it in the box, and it's Lookman. Is he in an offside position? He is in an offside position. Very offside position. He's in a very offside position. Thank the Lord. Thank the good Lord of football. Zappacosta's waving his finger as though Lookman was not. But he was in a very offside position. Easy call for the linesman, really. Very easy. Here's Achampong with the... I'm sorry. Here's Fofana with the ball. Going to give it to Achampong on the right wing. At right back. Oh, wow. That's going to be a foul. Atalanta player shoves Enzo to the ground, and he's asking for a yellow card. You know, when I'm refereeing, you ask for a yellow card, you're getting the yellow card, man. Honestly, you're getting the yellow card. I don't care. Let's see. Does he do it? Does he do it? Does he ask for it, Enzo? I thought he asked for it. Maybe I'm wrong. But if I see you asking for a card, I mean, maybe you'll get a warning. Maybe. But if I'm fed up with you, if you've done it once before or for whatever reason, you're just it's just dissent every play. Here comes Pedro Neto. Cucurella managed to keep it alive. Reece James over to Gittins. Gittins is feeling good. He puts the ball on target. The goalkeeper bats it away. And here comes Ederson up the middle of the park. He releases Lookman. Lookman is with Achampong 1v1. You know what? Achampong's done a great job, but he's out of position now, and Lookman would have been in if that pass would have come. Here comes Deroon to 17. That's Ketelaere. De Ketelaere on the ball. Looking inside, and he does find Lookman, and he puts it across goal. And thank God Fofana was there to get a header on it and clear it. Oh, boy. That was not looking good. Not looking good. Well, here comes Kolasinac. Atalanta looking to pour it on. But whenever they do, you know what that means. That means potentially Chelsea will find some more space. Here's Jamisti to Ederson. Jamisti over to Bernasconi on the left-hand side for Atalanta. Ederson looking very good, actually. Lookman releases Kolasinac, who's in the middle of the park for whatever reason. Number 15, Deroon. Gives it to Ketelaere, looking for a cross in, and he manages to get it in. This is not good! The big man with the big equalizer. And Atalanta are doing it again. Yeah. Scamacca with the header. And, you know, if you're Chelsea and you're letting that happen, and you're inviting that pressure, it's going to happen eventually. And, Exhibit A. Now let's see if there's anything on the replay that we can latch onto as Chelsea fans. No, there aren't. He's onside. He's onside. Who lost his marker here? I don't really know. Can't really say. Not good. Not good. 1-1. Chelsea's going to have to change something, yeah. This is bad. Atalanta playing the right game. Playing the right game. Robert Sanchez gives the ball away quite stupidly. Reece James manages to keep the ball. Cucurella to Enzo Fernandez, who's going to look to... it's cut out by Ederson. Ederson on the ball. He nutmegs Reece James. He's still on the ball. Gets it to Lookman on the left wing. There is a runner on his left-hand side, and Bernasconi's going to get it. He's going to put it across. Goal again. Luckily, it wasn't a good cross, and Sanchez gets on the end of it. But this is absolutely awful from Chelsea. Absolutely awful. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, you have to say something's going on with Maresca. He's not figuring the tactics out here. Chelsea are run ragged. Oh, my God. And Robert Sanchez just kicks the ball into the back of Caicedo's head for whatever reason. This is just absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Atalanta with the ball. Kolasinac to Bernasconi. To Lookman. To Lookman. To Bernasconi. Bernasconi into Ederson. Ederson. Scamacca loses it. Cucurella clears it. Cosino on the ball now. He's looking. Yep. Here's Zappacosta. He's going to go back to Keteler. Able to beat Cucurella. It's cleared. Zappacosta's going to take the throw in. Cosino on the ball. Zappacosta. It's going to go back. It's going to go all the way back to Jamisti, to Kolasinac. Lookman's got the ball. Is he able to turn? Caicedo doesn't allow it. But now he's free. And now we got Scamacca looking for a strike, and he's blocked by, I believe that was Fofana. Right into Robert Sanchez's hands. Quite terrible game so far from Robert Sanchez. Kicks it up to Pedro Neto. Neto's going to get to this ball here. Finally, Chelsea are in the final third, in Atalanta's final third. Can he do something with it? He does. Oh, no. Joao Pedro was not able to get on the end of it. I think it was cleared here. I don't think he got a touch to it. Yeah, it was cleared here by Atalanta, by Cosino. It's going to be a corner kick for Chelsea. Neto's going to take it. Are you really going to go short to Cucurella again? Like, why is Cucurella coming all the way? Honestly, he might be small, but Cucurella is excellent in the air. He should be in the box. Cucurella should be in the box. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, good. He's running. He's going into the box now. Here comes the corner. It's a decent ball. Not actually. It went straight to the keeper. They're trying to stop the keeper from from rolling it out quickly, from releasing it quickly. Here's Kolasinac. And here's Ederson. Plenty of space. Nobody there to challenge him. Because both Caicedo and Reece James are chilling back. They're trying to sweep, and it's like the whole midfield is open. But I can understand because they're not doing too great. And now Caicedo gives up a cheap free kick. Maybe 20 yards out. 23, 24 yards out here in a dangerous position. Caicedo's frustrated, but at the end of the day, you do that. You're giving away an easy free kick. Wow. Here we go. Here comes the free kick. It's going to be a ceremonial free kick. Wait for that referee's whistle. Of course. Sanchez trying to communicate to the wall what he wants. He's got 4 in the wall. Scamacca standing over it alone. Looks like he's definitely going to put it on goal. And this is dangerous, honestly. This is real dangerous. No, 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 no. Okay. Wall does its job. Wall does its job. Goes in behind for a corner. Good with that. Lookman was getting ready to take it. Takes it short, or quick, I should say. Not so short. And here Lookman's back on it on the left wing. Bernasconi's looking to take it. And, uh-oh, no! There was a little flick from Scamacca there. Almost went in goal. Wow. That is dangerous. Atalanta has the ball back with Zappacosta. Zappacosta to Cosino. Cosino up to De Ketelaere. De Ketelaere doing quite well from the right-hand side. All the way across to Lookman. Sort of loses the ball for a second, manages to get it. And he does take on Achimpong. And he's giving him some trouble here. Okay. Badiashile does well to get his head onto it and clear the ball, thankfully. Zappacosta back to Cosino. To Jamisti. To Kolasinac. And Atalanta looking confident. Chelsea not so much. Bernasconi against Achimpong. Okay, Reece James manages to intercept that ball. Here comes Neto up the right wing. Gives it off to Enzo Fernandez. He's going to release Neto. Can Neto get to the ball? He's not able to get to it. It's Ederson here now on the ball. He's in the corner. In our right wing corner. Our being Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez. Here comes Kolasinac with the ball. Still over there. Bernasconi back to the middle in front of goal. Joao Pedro closing Jamisti down. Jamisti releases Cosino. Cosino up. Looking pretty fluid to De Ketelaere. De Ketelaere. That goes over to, who is that player? Zappacosta. Keeper clears it to Badiashile. Goes nowhere. Heads it in. Back to the keeper. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Keeper on the ball. Gives it to Kolasinac. To Lookman, who actually tries to hit Bernasconi. Achimpong intervenes, but it goes right back to Atalanta. Kolasinac back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's going to launch it. Okay, and of course Scamacca controls it. And off to Lookman. Lookman goes inside to Ederson. Ederson's looking across. He does get it to De Ketelaere. De Ketelaere now bring the ball up. Cosino in the middle with the ball. Back to Jamisti. Back to Ederson, also in the middle. Just taking their time, trying to find their way in. Doing quite well. Bernasconi back into Kolasinac. Is going to try. Yep. Not good enough. Enzo Fernandez is now running down the midfield. He's going to get it to Gittins. Gittins going to run at the... Zappacosta manages to grab him by the shoulder and sort of slow him down. Here comes Reece James now again with the ball. Caicedo goes back to Fofana. Badiashile, Cucurella up the left-hand side. Reece James to Badiashile. Caicedo. Caicedo to Achimpong. Fofana. Chelsea are taking their time and getting nothing done. Atalanta look to be playing high-value passes, and Chelsea look to be passing the ball around the pitch. Here comes Achimpong against Bernasconi. Lookman is trying to close him down. He gives it back to Neto. Gives it back to James. Caicedo in the middle. Fofana. Now Badiashile with the ball. Badiashile to Caicedo. To Enzo Fernandez, who flicks it on, and it's given over to Atalanta. Cosino to Zappacosta. Being pressed by Gittins. Can he get it to De Ketelaere? De Ketelaere out of play. Oh, no. It was, I guess it was hit by Badiashile out of play. We got a whistle. Looks like there's going to be some subs now here for hopefully Chelsea. Maybe bring on Esteval. Esteval would be a good change right now. Esteval for, I don't know, maybe Enzo Fernandez. Garnacho and Gusto coming on. Gittins coming off. I'm not sure I would do that. I'm not sure I would bring Gittins off. But Pedro Neto coming off and Enzo Fernandez coming off, that makes sense. Probably means that Achimpong... What's going to happen here? I'm not sure. How are they going to look? Because they're bringing on Gusto when Achimpong's at right back. They've also got Fofana on the pitch and Reece James on the pitch. So who's going to play? Garnacho's not going to go in the middle. I mean, maybe Joao Pedro will drop back. Let's see. Looks like Gusto's playing up the pitch, but maybe he's just not in position yet. Zappacosta's going to take this throw. Gusto is the one in midfield now. Wow. Okay. Ball's out of play for a Atalanta throw. Lookman takes it to Kolasinac. Kolasinac to Jamisti. Back to the goalkeeper. Carnesecchi. Zappacosta. Cucurella blocks it. Goes out of play. It's going to be a throw for Atalanta. Throws it into Scamacca, who's feeling confident. Badiashile cuts it out to Gusto. To Caicedo. Caicedo's going to give it to Robert Sanchez all the way back. Fofana now on the ball. Sanchez. Fofana. Reece James. Gonna launch it all the way up. Looking for Joao Pedro, or looking for weird. Gittins. I thought Gittins was coming off. I guess he didn't come off. Good. I'm with that. It was Neto and Fernandez instead of Gittins. Okay. Although I don't know if I would take Neto off either, but I just don't get this. Gusto in the middle now. Now, our two... Looks like we got three midfielders here. We've got Gusto, Reece James, and Caicedo. Make it make sense, guys. We need a goal. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Launched all the way up. It's in Zappacosta's area. Joao Pedro's going after it. Headed back to Carnesecchi. Here comes Atalanta through Kolasinac. Ederson. Back to Jamisti. Over to Bernasconi on the left-hand side. And he's being defended by Achimpong, who does okay. Now it's back to the keeper, Benasecchi. Over to Zappacosta, who's closed down by two Chelsea players. Oh. Fofana getting a little aggressive. I'm good with that. Just don't get that yellow card. Gusto with the ball to Caicedo. Caicedo to Badiashile. Joao Pedro gets a touch, but doesn't manage to keep it. Atalanta looking a little worse off, but they managed to release Zappacosta here. And Badiashile is running back to cover. And Zappacosta does horribly with the ball, much to Chelsea's satisfaction. Gittins on the ball, back to Caicedo. Caicedo to Gusto in the midfield. It's ridiculous, man. This is honestly ridiculous. Wow, Fofana got a cleat in the face there. That's not good. From Scamacca. Oof. Ooh. That don't look good. That don't look good. A Honor, number 69, coming on for Cosino. I don't know these guys. For the most part, Kolasinac's coming off. Not Cosino coming off. Kolasinac coming off. Oh. Here comes another change. Who is it? Oh, looks like Skamaka is down on the ground. And he's up. And he's coming off for number 90. I don't know who the hell that is. Who is number 90? For Atalanta. Kristovic? Honestly, Skamaka looked real good. Link up play real good. Dangerous. Put a couple balls on, at least one ball on target, right? Or close. He was dangerous. He looked dangerous. Fofana probably has a scratch. I'm sure this is nothing. It wasn't like a huge impact, so we're not talking about like a concussion type injury. Maybe a scratch or a cut. Well, I think he's probably bleeding. He keeps putting a towel to his face. So far, big failure for Maresca. I have to say that. So far, another big failure for Maresca. You got to lay this at his feet. Really. End of the day. Robert Sanchez has the ball. Now he's going to put it down. He's going to launch it up. Goes straight to Atalanta player. Caicedo challenges for it. Gusto gets on the end of it. Releases. Joao Pedro runs onto the ball, and he's in the corner here. Does well. He's got two on him. Two Atalanta defenders. Puts it into the box. Nobody's there for it, really. Reece James is challenging for it, and he does. He is adjudicated to have done it unfairly, and now there's a scuffle. Now there's a scuffle because Reece James, he had a couple words for the Atalanta player, I guess. Honestly, Reece James just like a big, solid piece of meat. I don't think he wants to mess with Reece James. Yeah, Reece James, you know, he sort of swiped at the Atalanta player's head, and that's probably what it was. I don't think he said anything, actually. Not much there. It's a foul. You might caution him if you're the referee, if you saw that, but enough plausible deniability there, and it's a very light touch. Joao Pedro with the ball now. Cucurella. Here comes Garnacho. Garnacho can make something happen! Puts the ball on target, straight into the goalkeeper's arms. But that's good for Chelsea because hasn't been much else, has there? Has not been much else. Referee, this play is so slow right now. Every second it's another injury, and it looks like Fofana has something going wrong with his eye. Something's wrong with his eye. They might need to... I think he just took literally a stud to the eye. His eye was open or something because he's having persistent trouble here with the eye. Might have to be another change, which won't be good for Chelsea because this is the last... No, they have two... Oh. I'm not sure. I think they have two more moments. Basically a moment you get 3 moments in a game to make changes, right? 5 subs, 3 moments. But if you make a sub at halftime, it doesn't count as a moment. So they made 1 sub at halftime. That was to bring Chalobah off for Wesley Fofana. And then they brought Garnacho and Gusto on in the 66th, 67th minutes. And now they're going to bring Tosin on for Fofana. And so we're back to that crap setup with Tosin and Badiashile in the middle there. This is just awful, honestly. Awful. What the hell is Maresca doing, man? This is pathetic for Maresca. Okay. Ball is with Bernasconi. Caicedo gets it. Gusto, James, Caicedo. Lookman has the ball now. Achimpong intervenes. Caicedo. And it's over to Gittins on the right-hand side. Gittins, too strong a touch. It's going to be a throw for Chelsea. Ahanor. Honest Ahanor, the new defender on the left-hand side. Here's Gusto. Trying to flick it over. Wow, that was something, but doesn't come off for him. Here's Caicedo with the ball. Lays it off to Reece James. Reece James to Garnacho. He is the danger man right now. Garnacho is the danger man. Chelsea need to get this ball to Garnacho as much as possible. Reece James tries to put Garnacho in. It's defended well by Zappacosta. Now, Garnacho. Cucurella takes the throw in right at next to the Atalanta corner on the left wing for us, for Chelsea. Cucurella throws it in. Back to Cucurella. And now it's back out of play. I think we got to see we got to sort of like stack the box and have a long throw here, but they're not doing it. Garnacho has the ball. It's going to be another throw off an Atalanta defender. Cucurella is going to take it again. Why can't we take a long throw? Why can't we stack it up and take a long throw? Why are we trying to do this in the corner here? Trying to get a corner. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, João Pedro. And it goes behind for a corner. Thanks to Cosino. Chelsea takes it quick. They don't want the corner. What is going on? Gusto. To James. To Garnacho. To James. To Gusto. All the way back to Sanchez. Oops. Hit the mic there. He's trying to release Garnacho. Garnacho gets... And he's offsides. Just need to get the ball to Garnacho as much as possible. And when he's double and triple teamed, knock the ball into the box. In my estimation, those are the 2 ways to get something to happen here if you're Chelsea. Unless something changes with their performance. But as it stands, they're not going to do better than that. There's no other path to a goal. There's no better path to a goal. Here comes Bernasconi with the throw. The foot didn't really go up, but okay. Darun went down, and yeah, I guess it's the slightest of fouls, and he goes down soft, Darun. That's the game they're playing. Can't begrudge them that, I guess. It's going to be a free kick for Atalanta. Goes all the way back to Cosino. Cosino up. Cucurella cuts it out. Gusto on the ball. To Badiashile. To Caicedo. Badiashile. Or is that Tosin? Sorry, it's Tosin. Caicedo loses the ball to Ederson here. Achapong gets it to Gusto. Kicks it up to João Pedro. To Reece James. What can Reece James do here? Absolutely nothing. Cucurella has the ball now. On the left-hand side, Garnacho. He's 1v1. Nope, now he's double-teamed. That's what they're going to do every time. They're going to try and double-team Garnacho. They know he's our danger man. And they managed to take the ball off of him. Zappacosta. Body of Shield does well, gets it to Gusto. Gusto running down across the midfield. Get it to Cucurella here. There's the ball. Nope. Reece James. Now here's Caicedo. Caicedo to Garnacho. He's 1v1 against Zappacosta. So he needs to do something. This is the moment right here. João Pedro. Garnacho. Garnacho. It ain't enough. He's claiming handball. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. The guy was in the box. Who is this player again? Yeah, Nikola Krstovic. Number 90 for Atalanta. Here comes Lookman. Plenty of space. Oh, he's being double teamed. Honest. Ahanor to Krstovic. To Cucurella now. João Pedro manages to lose the ball. And it's back with Cosino. João Pedro closing down. To Cosino. To Jamisti. And the time comes off the clock slowly, slowly. Great. Can't tell that sarcasm. I don't know what to tell you. Free kick for Atalanta now. Gusto foul. Here's Ahanor. Ahanor to Ederson. Back to Ahanor. To Lookman, who flicks it off to Krstovic. Who wins a free kick. Gets it to... Here comes De Ketelaere. All the way in. And they score. And they score.
The sheer force of the shot from De Ketelaere puts Atalanta in front. It's a carbon copy of what they did to Brugge here on match day 2.
Absolutely terrible.
And after 15-20 very quiet minutes where it looked like both would be quite content with a point, these inseparable clubs are now separated by a boomer from the Belgian. Atalanta 2, Chelsea 1, and La Dea are en route to 13 points already. With
I know I look calm right now, but I'm not calm. I'm angry.
Atalanta got on with it. Chelsea didn't react.
Beyond horrible from Chelsea.
It might have
Robert
taken
Sanchez should have done better.
it did. Makes
But
the save for Sanchez now an impossible.
the Chelsea defenders just let him get closer and closer to goal. To Ketelaere there.
11 years since Chelsea scored first in a Champions League game and lost it, all the way back to the 2014 semi-final. That's what's on the cards now.
What's Chelsea gonna do now? Tosin on the ball. Over to Achimpong. Achimpong to Gittins. Gittins about to lose it. Nope. Manages to get it to Caicedo. To Garnacho. Now Garnacho is going to run at Atalanta, but he's already double teamed. He's going to look to put it in the box. He does manage to get in the box. João Pedro gets on the end of it. Does nothing with it. It's cleared for a Chelsea throw. Achimpong going to take it.
Well, he got the third at Frankfurt. Just a penalty at Marseille. It didn't matter because he stole the win in the last minute of the game through Lazar Samanta.
Badiashile
On the bench.
to Tosin.
No wonder if and how
Tosin to Badiashile.
his final two changes.
Back to Tosin.
See this one through.
Get it to Reece James. Reece James going to get it to João Pedro, who promptly loses it.
As it stands,
Badiashile on it to Garnacho. It's cut out by Zappacosta.
for Chelsea. 2 draws and 2 defeats.
Cucurella with the throw. Throws it back to Badiashile. And give it to Tosin in the middle of the park.
All of that coming through.
Here comes Achimpong
Game for the ages.
to Tosin.
He humbled Barcelona 3-0 at Stamford Bridge.
Achimpong.
This competition.
Gusto,
All gone
the
well
midfielder apparently.
for the West London
And it goes all the way through to the Atalanta keeper. And he's just standing over it. And nobody's pressing him. So he doesn't pick up the ball until Garnacho gets there. He launches it in the punt. Kristovic and Badiashile tussling. Tosin gets the header. Cucurella is challenging, but he's going to have to defend De Ketelaere now. Cucurella doesn't manage to stop the turn. Here comes Kristovic. Launches it over the goal. It's going to be a Chelsea goal kick. Yeah. Here comes a 3-man change for Atalanta. They're going to look to close the door here. Don't ask me to remember these guys' names now. Ay, ay, ay. Lookman. Okay. Wants to get fresh feet. Does not want to give up a goal towards the end of the match. And they got these 3 points, basically, Atalanta. Chelsea doesn't look to anywhere near scoring. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Robert Sanchez standing over it. Gives it to Cucurella. Joao Pedro. Does he lose it? Nope. Gusto's got it now. To Achimpong. To Joao Pedro. Chest sit down. To the Atalanta player. Gusto's got the ball now. Can he do something quickly here? Nope. To Reece James. To Badiashile. Caicedo now. Achimpong. To Tosin. Joao Pedro. Badiashile looking for something. Nothing. Gives it to Caicedo. Back to Tosin. Achimpong. Caicedo. It's going to go to Tosin. Joao Pedro. Cucurella. What is going on here? Caicedo on the ball now. Here's Garnacho. And it went out. He lost the ball.
He's hit it very hard, and once Cucurella got a piece of it,
I feel like punching something. I'm sure that's how most Chelsea fans feel right now.
They have lost a couple of times in the Premier League this season, Chelsea having scored first. For a decade, I mentioned, since they last.
Bernasconi's going to knock it up. Atalanta comes off with it. And Musa kicks it out. Gusto throws. Achimpong, Tosin, Badiashile. Cucurella. Garnacho. Here comes Garnacho. Can he do something? Can he save Chelsea here? Can he score? He puts it on goal! Parried away by the Atalanta goalkeeper. If only Sanchez could look that tidy. Parries it away. They don't even get a corner out of it, Chelsea. Here comes Tosin. Caicedo. It's going to be Achimpong. Gittins. Gittins dribbles his defender, Bernasconi. Here it goes to Gusto. He's got plenty of space here. He does the cutback. Gittins on the ball. Swipes at it. Misses. Here comes Reece James. Doesn't get it on target. 4 minutes stoppage time. There was nowhere. I mean, Reece James, there were 2 Atalanta players closing him down. And he had to, and he side-footed it wide, really. Garnacho did well, but it wasn't enough to beat the keeper.
Pretty rare save on the night, you'd have to say, for Karnaseki. That was a pretty comfortable one, too.
Terrible, terrible game from the Blues. I mean, bad, like, poor performance all around. At no point in the night was Chelsea playing football. At no point in the night. This is like, I don't know what else to say. It's so bad. There's no coherence to this Chelsea team. There's zero coherence.
Chelsea conceded a shocking goal, not dissimilar circumstances away at Leeds United.
Zappacosta is going to have the throw for Atalanta here.
Killer goal in that game when they just got back to 2-1 down, but that made it 3-1. And now Badiashile is picking fights.
Come on, get up, Kristovic. But no, he's not going to get up. He's going to lay on the ground and act like he's hurt. Try to milk the time as much as possible. And do you begrudge him that? Not really. Chelsea, you look awful. You could have another 90 minutes and you wouldn't score. Embarrassing. Pathetic, Blues. Pathetic.
Atalanta throw. Probably got 2.5 minutes to see it out here.
Wow. So bad, really, you have to say. You have to say bad.
And credit to the Spanish assistant referee there, immediately getting in between those same two again.
Comes James. Releases Cucurella. He's going to run down pitch. Garnacho to Cucurella. To Garnacho again, who won't get to it in time. Cosino's going to get there first. And he's going to clear it all the way down the pitch. Badiashile. Tosin. Caicedo. Tosin. Reece James. The F are you doing?
Tosin going long.
Joao Pedro closing down.
Solid connection from the youngster.
God damn it. How the hell is this happening? Tosin takes it quickly. There's a minute left in, a minimum of 1 minute left in stoppage time. Gusto to Garnacho. Garnacho, a ballerina on the pitch. Back to Reece James. Gittins gets the ball, manages to control it. Here comes Gittins. Caicedo. Gittins is looking to dribble the defender. Puts it in the box off his left foot. Here's Badiashile. Releases Garnacho. Gusto. Here's Gusto again. Achimpong. And Joao Pedro puts it on target, and it's not enough. Oh, my gosh. And now it's a foul, and it's going to go the other way, and that's going to be the final whistle. Chelsea lose this game. A bunch of effing losers. I just want to curse. Oh, that is the final whistle. Great. Game over. Guys, I don't even know what else to say, except this was awful. I feel like, I don't even want to say it, but this badge right here, nobody played for the badge today. Nobody. Okay? They spit all over our effing badge. Okay? That's what happened today. That was the performance that we got from Chelsea today. They might as well have walked on the pitch, stuffed their hands up each other's asses, and just spat all over each other's badges. That would have been better than what Chelsea did today. Okay? I don't know what else to say. Maresca is as bad as any of the players on the pitch, too. We're going to end it there, guys. Thanks for coming by if you came by. I'd like to say it was a good time. It wasn't. So, yeah. Anyway, peace out. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Later.
Soccer? But it's really called football. Soccer? The creators called it football. Soccer? You know, you play it with your feet. Reading between the headlines. Soccer? But it's really called football. Soccer?